And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Arizona Diamondbacks.
And getting the start for Arizona, Ryan Nelson. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Two-count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Acuna punches one foul right side. The 2-1. Late swing fouled off. The 2-2 now. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses. So lead off walk.
Batting second, catcher Drake Baldwin.
That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Outside low. And the count 1-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
One-two now. Stays alive. Got him swinging. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That's out number 2.
Batting fourth, third baseman Austin Riley.
Here is Austin Riley. Now a quick throw to first. Acuna dives back in. Just missed. The 1-1. That keeps the corner. This one in the air center field. Marte moving under this one. Brings it in, and that is that. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Osvaldo Bido. How about a scouting report on him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first three hitters.
Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Hey!
Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses. Ball one. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, designated hitter.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with two strikes.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Back here in the desert, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. On the ground at first, but it kicks foul. And that one upstairs, ball one. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Misses
outside,
off
that's
the
a ball.
plate, and it's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. . And that one misses up and in. And now it's 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting sixth, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Ball.
Inside. And the count now 2-0. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
That one clips the outside corner. Strike one. This one in the air, center field. He's got it.
Batting seventh, center fielder Michael Harris II.
One out man at first. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Second inning here, no score. Next offering misses, and that is ball one.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease.
Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. Man at first, one away. Let's go, D-back. Gets a piece and stays alive. Come on, Diamondbacks. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall, but foul. Left field. He makes the grab.
Batting eighth, first baseman Dominic Smith.
That's out.
Yastrzemski, the runner at first with two gone. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And this one looks like trouble. Yastrzemski around third. He will score, and it's 1-0.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's got a chance. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. D-backs with a run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. Back here at Chase Field, here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. And that's outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swings through that. Gets under it and pops it up. Fair ball. And the tying run is on base.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Pretty good pitch. Tried to front door the breaking ball. Didn't put a great swing on it either, but he found just enough of the bat to get himself a knock.
And that one ripped to left. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. Tap to first. The throw to second. On to Smith. 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Off the plate, ball 1. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. 2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Outside. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Up the middle. Base hit into center field. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again. All tied up. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Next to hit for Arizona, Jordan Lawler. Santana off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
The 0-2. Smash down the left field line. Base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Strike one. Two on, 2 outs. And fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
That's inside.
Just off the inside edge. Fights it off. You'll see another. And a 1-2. That one missed. Way inside, gets out of the way. And they're all loaded up.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Just
Off the plate,
missed.
ball 1.
And it's fouled off. 2 outs. Bases are full. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out and 1 away.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
That one outside. Ball 1. Chopped up to the left into foul ground. And he swings through that one.
Ball.
On the inside corner for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Bottom of the inning, this is Corbin Carroll.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That clips the corner. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
The shortstop takes the ball. And it's second. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Runner at third, nobody out here in the last half of the third. High fly ball, right field. Acuna gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. And a 2-1 ball game now. So no one on after the sac fly. Gabriel Moreno getting ready to hit. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder Alex Thomas.
And a swing and a miss there.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
2 down, nobody on. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Braves 1. Back here in the desert, now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. The 0-1. Line drive. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Nope. Ball 1. Aye.
The 1-2. Backed
That's a
off the
ball.
plate that time. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The Braves trailing by a run. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right field. Barosa under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fly to center his first time. Two down, nobody on.
Hey!
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside corner, got him looking. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Back here at Chase Field, bottom 4, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Well, these
Ball, that's out.
Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Aye!
Clips the outside corner, and the count is 2-2. Next offering is outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one misses.
No, ball four.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Carlos Santana.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Osvaldo Bido done for the night, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
Aaron
Atlanta,
Bummer on to pitch
49,
here.
Pretty tight
Bummer.
game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, no outs. Jordan Lawler, the next to hit.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground,
outside.
he gets swings and misses.
And that'll
That's
load
ball
the
4.
bases.
Take your base.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Jorge Barrosa.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
And that one fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
On the ground, right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his
No,
glove.
he's safe.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a run comes in to score.
That's the ground attack right there. He can really run. So not only does he get himself the RBI, but he also gets the infield knock. And that's what you're looking to do in that spot. Put the ball in play.
Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. Golden opportunity right here.
Ball, that's out.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Pressure's
that's
on
just
right
out.
here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And
That's
there's the
ball
ball.
3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And there's the automatic. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated hitter Corbin Carroll.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
This ball's chopped to the ground.
That ball
Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Oh, and 2 now. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Shortstop, Geraldo.
All loaded up. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
In situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
2-0. And downstairs.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Misses again, 5 in a row. The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey.
And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. He goes down looking.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aaron Bummer out of the game, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Alec Thomas now 1 for 2.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Finds its way through, base hit. Oh, and it hits the base. One run across, another comes in to score. It's 7-1. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Hey.
Two on, 2 outs. Now
Ball
1-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one upstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. We played 4. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Braves 1. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse.
Ball 1.
Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Movement in the bullpen. James McCann getting loose out there. Number 67 getting loose as well.
Yeah.
And a 1-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one misses. And the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking. Make sure that they don't get any confidence.
In for a strike. And the count's full. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
A bet for Atlanta.
We
First
all
baseman,
saw it was hit
Dominic
hard, but
Smith.
how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Fly to left his first time. That one fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. The Braves trying to get back into this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground to the right side. There's one. Save. And now 2nd and 3rd with one gone.
A bet for Atlanta. Right fielder. Ronald
Let's take a look at his
Acuna
pitch usage
Jr.
in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Minimal damage against him to this point. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment.
Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run is in. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Slides his hand in there. Save. It's 7-3.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now the catcher up to hit, Drake Baldwin. Acuna runs. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Acuna, the runner at 2nd with 1 away. In the air to left center. Thomas should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Matt Olson.
In the air, right field. Barroso settles under it. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Braves 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Carlos Santana.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
You know, these D-backs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Dubon to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for
So
the
with that
Diamondbacks,
fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling, and clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder.
2 down,
Jorge
bases
Barrosa.
empty. Now up next for Arizona, Jorge Barrosa. A switch hitter batting right.
Ball, that's out. Ball 2.
That one
Ball,
way
that's
inside.
inside. Hey!
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Little dribbler up along third. Riley fires to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Braves 3. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Now pitching for
They go
the
with one of their
Diamondbacks.
more experienced arms
Number
in this
8,
spot, James McCann.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball. Oh, 1 now.
Hey!
On a line. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High
Timeout.
bounce
That
over
ball
the
bounced
fence
over.
for an
Ground
automatic
rule
double.
double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
One out, runner at second. Ozzie Albies will hit next in the dirt. Man at second. And another ball. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Ryan Thompson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. 2-0 to count. Here it comes. Popped in the air. Left field. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
That one the other way. And that is that. One left for Atlanta. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta,
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Robert Suarez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Here's Ketel Marte. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Strike 2. Suarez in his 5th season, 35 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Right side, hard hit. To first, leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, designated hitter Corbin Carroll.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Missed with a changeup. And 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Martin Perez, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. The 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. That one missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball.
No, inside.
The 2-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fastball is outside. In the air to left center, Yastrzemski coming on, and that's the inning. So they go quietly there. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Braves 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Dominic Smith. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that's in there at the knees. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That misses the zone.
Outside.
Now 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two. And that's downstairs and outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Mauricio Dubon.
Line drive, base hit. The throw into second, in there.
No,
he's safe.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Ronald Acuna.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Braves with a chance to get back into it here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's through for a hit. Smith coming home. He'll score easily. It's 7-4.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Runner around third on his way to the plate. One runs in. A second scores as well. And now they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. James McCann is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Now on the bump, Kevin Ginkel.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Here's Matt Olson. 0 for 3 in this one. Sliced hard but foul. So the tying run at second.
Ball 1.
Here's a 1-1. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one just misses.
That's a really good take.
No outs. Runner on second. In the air, left field. Lawler in and to his right. 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman Austin Riley.
And that drops in for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. 1 out and a runner at second. In the air, right side. Barroso settles under this one. Out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski up here.
In this situation with first base open, he shouldn't give him anything to hit. There's a right-hander on deck.
And a swing and a miss. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the third out. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in the desert, bottom of the 7th.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
High fly ball lifted into the air right field. He's got it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder.
Next to hit for Arizona, Alek Thomas. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Ball.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that one pulled foul. The 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground. And that's just foul. Three, two now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Bounce to the right side. Albies. Over to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat.
Diamondbacks, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Robert Suarez won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the
Number
Braves,
70,
Martin Perez. He's into the game with the bases empty. And that
outside,
misses.
that's a ball.
And it's 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well, just a little early, still barreled it. As you see, home run distance, just couldn't keep it fair.
Outside.
Ball, that pitch is out.
2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Two down. Struck him out looking. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as they still lead by 1. It's 7-6. ready to begin the
Leading off
8th.
for the
So
Braves,
now to the plate
second
for
baseman,
Atlanta,
Ozzie
Ozzie Albies. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Not close with that one. Ball 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's inside. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Way upstairs, ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Santana. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Dominic Smith.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Kevin Ginkel won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
So
for
they
the
turn things over to the righty, Taylor
Number
Clark.
45.
He's making his 4th
Taylor
appearance of the season. Now it's Dominic Smith. Late swing, foul to the left. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for Atlanta,
So a
shortstop
change being made at
Mauricio
first base.
Dubon.
Coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. Quick move to first, and he's back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces. He's safe. It's a stolen base. That was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man at second. Up the middle. Marte throws to first in time. And that will end the inning. Nice work from the snake pen there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Braves 6. Kyle Farmer getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
Kyle Farmer.
Well, one-run game. Stepping in, Carlos Santana. The entire defense, infield and outfield, shifted to the left. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Santana wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. And that drops in for a strike. The 1-1.
Ball.
And a foul ball. Two down. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one way inside. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
For the Diamondbacks, left fielder, Jordan Lawler.
Fouled off down the right side. Santana gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that's in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
One out man at first. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jorge Barrosa.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's ripped. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Two on, one out.
Hey!
Ball to strike. swings through that one. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The changeup missing. Ball 2. Nice grab. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Well, this offense just got a major gift. Probably should have been a double play, but it all starts with a good feed to second. And right there, everything broke down on the throw. We'll see if they can capitalize on this.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. 1 for 4 with a double. That's in for a strike. So they're all loaded up. Pitches in there. 0-2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
On the ground, right side. Base hit, 1 run in already. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
On the ground, a short could be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Paul Sewald.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Acuna leading things off and takes a strike. Acuna wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-0. And that's fouled off. Sewald, a 6'3" righty, 220 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012.
Oh, that's okay.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Out to short, Perdomo. Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. That clips the inside corner for a strike. lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Matt Olson.
So they're down to their final out. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 4, 3 flyouts and a strikeout.
Oh, 1.
That one lifted to left. Lawler drifts towards it, and that'll do it.
Certainly can't complain about a lack of action in this one. A high-scoring game. Purists might not love it, but pretty impressive showing at the plate from both sides.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.